Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in TayNinhTV province. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking at the National Conference on the implementation of Regulation number 144 on revolutionary ethical standards for officials and party members in the new era, and Directive number 35 on the party congresses at all levels toward the 14th National Congress of the party, held on the morning of July 9, Mr. Lương Cường, Politburo member and standing member of the party secretariat, emphasized that itself, especially the leaders, must highlight their role and responsibility in setting an example by implementing Regulation number 144. He called for strengthened inspection, supervision, and disciplinary action within the party, and stressed the importance of the supervisory and critical role of the Vietnam Fatherland Front and the people, relying on the people to build the party. Repeating General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng words, honor is the most sacred and noble thing. Mr. Lương Cường suggested every official and party member to always uphold honor, self-respect, integrity, and professional conduct, including the culture of resignation. He emphasized that they must thoroughly understand and conscientiously practice revolutionary ethical standards, making these standards a distinctive trait of officials and party members and the core of the party's culture. Regarding Directive 35 of the Politburo, the standing member of the party secretariat urged party committees at all levels to firmly draft the 7 requirements and 6 contents outlined in the directive. This includes thoroughly preparing draft documents for the Congress and ensure that personnel work upholds the direct and comprehensive leadership of the party committee. Following the principles of right process, right people, candidates introduced for the new term must be individuals with strong political bravery, firm ideological stance, exemplary ethics and lifestyle, transparency, creativity, and willingness to think, act, and take responsibility for common tasks. The focus should remain on leading the construction of a clean and strong party and political system, in conjunction with studying and following Ho Chi Minh's ideology, ethics, and style, and promoting patriotic emulation movements. Mr. Lương Cường expressed confidence that Regulation 144 and Directive 35 will be strictly and successfully implemented, contributing to the fulfillment of the goals set by the 13th Party Congress resolution and ensuring further preparation for party congresses at all levels, leading up to the 14th Party Congress.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of July the 13th, the Central Vietnam Women's Union coordinated with the Women's Union of the TayNinhTV province to hold the inauguration ceremony of the project to repair and embellish the Central Associate relic site of the Central Committee of the Women's Union for the Liberation of the Southern Vietnam, located in Tân Lập Commune, Tân Biên District. Attending the ceremony, there was Mrs. Hà Thị Nga, member of the party Central Committee, secretary of the party union, and the president of the Vietnam Women's Union. Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, member of the party Central Committee, secretary Provincial Party Committee, chairman Provincial People's Council. The memorial stele of the Women's Union for the Liberation of the South of Vietnam is a place to remember the marriage and pay tribute to the generation of heroic martyrs of the association who heroically fought and sacrificed for the independence and freedom of the nation. On this occasion, the Central Vietnam Women's Union mobilized a purchase of 1 billion Vietnam dong from the Vietnam Banking Union and assigned the Women's Union of the TayNinhTV province as the investor to continue preparing, repurposing the memorial steles and other works and other auxiliary works within the relic site. And according to the Department of Industry and Trade, currently the province has many support and cooperation programs with the provinces bordering Cambodia. Specifically, the Department of Industry and Trade has signed a cooperation agreement with 2 provinces of Prey Veng and Svay Rieng. In the near future, the province will conduct a preliminary review with Khang Bông Cham province and the Bông Commune province on the cooperation support program. And based on the direction of the Provincial People's Committee, the Department of Ministry and Trade will organize trade promotion conferences, inviting businesses to participate in the product introduction, exchange and search to expand the product consumption markets. The products in the first 6 months of the year, TayNin has effectively implemented programs and plans to stabilize the market and promote the trading. Goods distribution business have also launched many positions and promotions and discounts to stimulate consumer demand, coordinating and organizing many trade promotion programs for the businesses also. TayNin is rising strongly, becoming the most attractive investment destination because the province has a large enough land fund, meeting the development needs of investors. In addition, the province also has a favorable geographical location located in the southeast and is the bridge between Ho Chi Minh City and the capital Phnom Penh, the Kingdom of Cambodia. And ladies and gentlemen, in the first 6 months of the year, the total state purchase revenue in the province and a total domestic revenue have both reached over 50% of the estimate and are considered ahead of the schedule. Specifically, 11 over 15 revenues reached for 50% or more of the estimate. Among them, the highest rate is the revenue from foreign invested enterprises, followed by revenue from the non-state sector, non-agricultural land use tax, collect fees and charges, and revenue from lottery activities also. And according to assessments, some revenue sources increased higher than estimates over the same period, mainly due to the socio-economic development showing the signs of recovery. Some production and business households and key enterprises pay increased corporate income tax and VAT also. In the first 6 months of the year, in general, the enterprise production and business activities changed positively. Difficulties and obstacles also continue to be resolved. And also on the occasion of the business trip to TayNin Province, Ms. Hà Thị Nga, member of the Party Center Committee, Secretary of the Party Union, and President of the Vietnam Women's Union, and the delegation visited and gave the gifts to Vietnamese Herrick mother Phan Thị Hợi, born in 1935, currently living in Thanh Trung Hamlets, Thanh Tây Commune, Thanh Binh District. The President of the Vietnam Women's Union, Hà Thị Nga, kindly visited the mother's house, encouraged her spirit, and gave her a gift, giving her a happy and healthy life with her children and grandchildren. On the same day, they were visited and offered incense at the Pol Pot Sarai Khmer Rouge Prime Evidence Area in Tân Lập Commune, Thanh Binh District, built on the foundation of Tân Thanh Primary School, where 11 teachers lived and the children murdered by the Khmer Rouge.
According to the resolution number 161 of the People's Council of TayNin Province on adjusting and supplementing the 2024 public investment plan from the local budget, adjusting the site capital plan of some projects to 24.86 billion Vietnam dong. Accordingly, the province has adjusted the capital plan to increase its allocation to projects from the deduction just mentioned. The projects that have been adjusted and supplemented with capital, including building a safe data warehouse of the province and installing high-tech surveillance camera system at Portuguese. In a solution to speed up the disbursement of public investment capital, the People's Committee of TayNin Province directs investors and project management boards to focus on reviewing capital needs of ongoing projects, rapidly propose to competent authorities to adjust the capital plan to effectively promote investment capital and ensure that by the end of the year disbursement reaches 100% of the assigned capital plan. Accounting for 61.5% of the market share, in the first months of the year, Vietnam continues to be the largest paper supplier to the EU market. Specifically, Vietnam exported more than 11,000 tons of paper to this area, worth more than 48.5 million euros, an increase in both volume and value over the same period, accounting for 61.5% of the recent total imports of this product. According to the Center for Promotion of Imports from Developing Countries (CPI), Europe does not produce paper, so the region's consumption mainly depends on imported supplies. Therefore, the EU is a potential market for Vietnamese paper exports. However, to take advantage of these opportunities, the paper industry must move towards sustainable production because more and more European consumers are demanding certifications that ensure products are sustainable.
And the State Bank has issued Circular Number 27 regulating cooperative banks, deductions, management, and yields of the fund to ensure the safety of the People's Credit Fund system. The circular regulates the activities of cooperative banks for member People's Credit Funds, including receiving deposits to regulate capital, lending capital to regulate the capital to the members' People's Credit Funds according to the regulations, capital regulation, open the payment accounts, provide payment means for the member People's Credit Funds, providing payment services via accounts including the checks, payment orders, payment collections, collection orders, and money transfer, collection and payment services also. And the Vietnam Youth Union of Hoa Thanh Town has successfully conducted the 7th Conference of the Delegates, term of 2024 and 2029. Attending the conference there was Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Tùng, Secretary of the Provincial Youth Union, and Mr. Trần Văn Khải, Secretary of Hoa Thanh City Party Committee. In the past term, the work of the association and the youth movement of Hoa Thanh Town were implemented enthusiastically and effectively, leaving many positive marks and completed 100% of the set targets. In particular, through the activities during the Youth Month, the annual Youth Volunteer Summer Campaign, Hoa Thanh Youth Volunteers has carried out many projects and tasks with the value of benefiting societies, nearly 5,000 billion Vietnam dong. And the conference negotiated and appointed the committee of the Vietnam Youth Federation of Hoa Thanh Town for a new term, including 19 members. Mr. Lê Anh Ngữ was re-elected as chairman of the Youth Federation, the term of 2024 and 2029 of Hoa Thanh Town.
Dear audience, deeply imbued with President Ho Chí Minh's teaching, emulation is patriotism, and patriotism requires emulation. Over the years, the command of TayNinhTV Provincial Border Guard has consistently emphasized leadership and guidance in the work of emulation and reward, as well as the determination to win emulation movement, closely integrated with the local patriotic emulation movement. In the past 5 years, the Provincial Border Guard forces have successfully fulfilled on tasks across various aspects of their work. Regarding the fight against crime, TayNinhTV Provincial Border Guard has led successful operations resulting in 9 cases resolved and the apprehension of 19 individuals involved in human trafficking, illegal transportation of prohibited goods, smuggling, and illegal border crossings. Many programs, models, projects, and new initiatives have profound humanitarian significance, such as the Military-Civilian Health Collaboration Program, Spring at the Border Guards warms the hearts of local residents, and improving access to education, adopting border guard stations as foster parents. Through these programs and models, numerous exemplary individuals have emerged. I strive to earnestly fulfill the tasks assigned by the party and state, placing the collective work at the forefront. I regularly engage closely with the local people, deeply understanding both domestic and foreign border situations to timely advise the party committee and command. In the past 5 years, TayNinhTV Provincial Border Guards has been honored with 2 certificates of commendation from the Prime Minister, and 2 collective units have been awarded commendation flags by the Border Guard Command. Additionally, nearly 600 collectives and 3,300 individuals have been awarded commendations and certificates of merit by various levels and sectors. The TayNinhTV Provincial Border Guard is a shining example in implementing the emulation movement within the military and local communities, serving as the origins of numerous initiatives, models, and effective, innovative practices. At the determination to win emulation Congress of TayNinhTV Provincial Border Guard for the periods of 2019 to 2024, leaders have provided precise directions to enhance the effectiveness of emulation and reward activities in a new phase. We will continue to innovate the methods, contents, and organization of the determination to win emulation movement, aligning with the specific tasks and requirements of each agency and units to achieve practical effectiveness. We emphasize the importance of timely summarization, evaluation, identification, commendation, and reward, as well as the replication of exemplary advanced models and good practices. Special attention will be given to spontaneous commendation and rewards. With the achieved results, strong determination, and high sense of responsibility, it's believed that the emulation, commendation, and the determination to win emulation movement in TayNinhTV will continue to harvest many new successes, firmly protecting national sovereignty and border security in the new circumstances.
And ladies and gentlemen, the 14 sections of the Provincial People's Council term the 10 has ended after the closing session on the afternoon of July the 12th. Representatives of voters directly attending the meeting as well as voters following the meeting through the media channels highly appreciated the results of the meeting. And after the meeting, the voters of the province also has opinions, thoughts and aspirations sent to the provincial leaders with the hope that these recommendations will be noted, pay attention to and considered by delegates in volunteer activities as well as following sections of the Provincial People's Council. The 14th section of the Provincial People's Council raised hot issues of interest to local voters to questions the functional branches. Delegates asked the questions frankly and to the point, clarifying issues of concern to the voters. And the voters highly appreciated the quality of questioning and answering activities at the meeting. Voters also met further recommendations on remaining local issues for delegates to consider in the next meetings. In the next meeting, the voters' wishes include issues, for example, issues related to land, related to other issues, and the path that existed before. Voters want their authority to remeasure and replan to develop the local new rural construction movement also. There are very few waste collection companies in the area, and we hope that the authorities on all levels will pay attention and call for investment and expand operations to attract more waste collection companies to meet the waste flows in the area and to keep the environment clean. I recommend that the provincial leaders focus on leading and directing the last 6 months of the year so that we can maintain this stable economy to achieve the higher results. It is the excitement of the people of the province. The voters also welcomed the thematic resolutions promulgated by the sections and recommended that the branches and agency levels provide guidance and quickly implement and bring the resolutions to life. And after the 14th section, the Provincial People's Council will organize voter contact conferences in non-communes, wards and towns throughout the province to continue to record the feedback and legitimate aspiration of voters, and those recommendations will be considered promoting functional agencies to respond and result. And it is also the basis for specialized agencies of the Provincial People's Council to organize a number of monitoring activities in the coming time. And ladies and gentlemen, after 6 years of implementing the One Commune, One Product program, OCB program approved by the Prime Minister, also known as the OCB program, the whole country has over 13,000 OCB products. In order to promote the development and increase the value of these products, preferential capital is needed, and it is also the measures given at the seminar supporting OCB products to reach further. And in recent times, the OCB program has contributed to developing the rural economy and increasing the people's income. However, delegates said that currently products are still developed fragmentarily and on a limited scale. OCOB product is one of the priority subjects of developing separate products to support OCOB subjects in developing large-scale operations and mines. Including raw material sources is also a challenge. If we cannot improve the scale of production, participation in the market will be very difficult. The bank capital flow has become an important catalyst, contributing to changing the thinking in production of the people and cooperatives, gradually converting from a small scale to production in the direction of value chain linkage with traceability and according to market demand. Our products are increasing by more than 20%, and each month we have to invest about 2 to 3 billion Vietnam dong. And many opinions at the workshop acknowledge that access to the preferential loan at the low interest rates will create important conditions for cooperatives to expand production. However, the difficulty of the cooperative is the lack of collateral and limited ability to perform financial reports, and therefore to continue to develop and enhance the value of OCB products, more appropriate capital access solutions are needed.
And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.